student. The title of my presentation today is Type of Intubation. My purpose today is to inform you about endotracheal tube, supraglottic device, and assistant device. I plan to be brief, talking about 10 minutes. If divide my talk into 3 main sections, I'd be glad to answer any question at the end of my talk. Device used for intubation and airway management can be classified into several types based on their function and method of use in general. We can divide them into 3 main groups: endotracheal tube device, next supraglottic airway device, and intubation assistant device. Moving on to your first category. Device used for intubation in airway management will be classified into several types based on their function, method, and use. In general, there will be in 3 main group. And first is endotracheal tube device. Endotracheal tube. First we have the endotracheal tube or ETT. This is tube inserted through the mouth or nose, passing direct to the vocal cord and to trachea. Its main used to maintenance on open airway, provide ventilation and protect the airway from aspiration. Next is laryngoscope. Is a device used to visually the airway structure, especially the vocal cord, so we can build the ETT smoothly and the trachea. Third is stylet. Then we have the stylet. This is inserted inside the ETT in the tracheal tube to give it shape and help relax the tube during the intubation procedure. Last, Bogey is a long flexible introducer to make the insertion easy, especially when we face difficult airway with limited visibility. Now, let's the remaining category is supraglottic and assistancy device. In supraglottic airway device, in first is laryngeal mass airway or LMA. First under supraglottic device is the LMA is placed above the glottic to help keep the airway clear and support patient's ventilation. Second is eagle. Is uniquely designed to fit the natural anatomic structure of the airway without needing an internal cuff. Next is assistant intubation device is videolaryngoscope. For device we have the videolaryngoscope incorporates a camera that projects a clear view of the airway and vocal cords into a screen, making intubation much safer and easier. Next is medial forceps. Used to build of manipulation airway device, particularly during nasal intubation. Next is that wrap up the presentation on the various intubation device. That's cover the main point in my presentation. If you have any comment and question, I'll be happy to learn them who work like the ask and question first. In short, device used for airway management according divides in the three management category is endotracheal device, next supraglottic device, and then last anesthesia intubation assistant. In the endotracheal device like the endotracheal tube, laryngoscope, Stevens, and Brody. Kemudian supraglottic device laryngeal mask airway and IGL. Switch which is above the glottis is provide rapid and less invasive ventilation, and intubation assistant device include the video laryngoscope and Michael forceps, which enhance visual clarity and precision to placement during complex procedure. Selection the right device ultimately depends on the patient anatomic condition and specific clinical treatment. This brings me to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the time and attention. And I am now open any question with my head.
Excuse me, Miss. I have one question. What is the specific function of Michael forceps in airway management? Thank you.
Thank you for asking the detail. Michael forceps are specifically specifically designed for use in the narrow space of the upper airway. Their primary function in airway management is to allow clinical to manually wield or manipulation the distal tips of an endotracheal tube with the pharynx, which is particularly essential during nasal intubation procedure to safely direct the tube past the vocal cord and into the trachea. Additionally, they are usually in emergency situations to drip, maneuver, and extra pharynx body obstruction from the upper airway or the help insert and position nasogastric tube.
Thank you for your answer, Miss.
Thank you. Next question.
Excuse me, I would like to ask, how does the ideal supraglottic device differ from a traditional laryngeal mask airway?
Thank you for asking. That key difference in supraglottic technology will put is above the glottis to support ventilation without entering the trachea. Their main difference lies in the cuff. A traditional LMI is inflatable cuff, the most filled with air to create a seat around the laryngeal inlet. In contrast, the IGL features a soft, non-inflatable gel cuff shaped to fit the airway naturally. This makes the IGL faster to insert and avoid tissue trauma or pressure change caused by cuff inflation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for asking the question. As highlight a very important aspect for airway management, I really appreciate you bring the point up because understand this specific detail along with the make safer and more effective clinical decision. Thank you.